Was it too many men for Colorado? Yeah. Was it too many men for Tampa Bay? Yeah. If I'm a Colorado fan, am I ecstatic? Yeah, of course. If I'm a Tampa fan, am I a bit displeased? Yeah, you'd be upset, like John Cooper, where he gave like a two-word answer and then just said, "I'll talk to you tomorrow." However, when you do look at it, yes, there are six Avs on the ice. Yeah, the guy goes off and Kadri comes on, and it's a great pass. I'm going to be honest with you. Great feed up by Kemper to Lehkonen. Lehkonen feeding Kadri. Even better move around an exhausted Zergachev that looked like he was out there for about 12 minutes beforehand. Great. I'm going to put it through the stick into the open space, shoot it under the blocker, get stuck up. It's Bowen Byram celebrate. It's in, it's in, it's in. The refs didn't notice that there was six men. They didn't notice that there was seven men for Tampa Bay. But heck, it was one hell of a game, wasn't it? It's great. Being a Leafs fan, don't have to worry about these things. You know, as a Leafs fan, if I was in the Tampa Bay Lightning's side of things, I'd be right upset. I would. Colorado, just like the fans, I'd be ecstatic. For me, you can call it a missed call, but it's a missed call for both teams. And you can't review it because it's part of the rules. That's how it is. Colorado, the way they played in that overtime, deserve the win. They deserve to go back to Colorado and finish this series off in five. They do. At the beginning of the game, though, Tampa Bay looked hungry. They score, in under a minute. Kemper's mask goes off. He still almost makes that save on Cirelli. He has some, head issue problems from earlier on in the playoffs, so that was concerning, but he shook it off anyway and got back into it, but it was 1-0 early. Then we keep going, and at one point, I think the shots were 11-1 Tampa Bay, and I was like, oh, going to be another blowout? I'm glad it wasn't. The blowout games have been interesting, I'd say, because you get to see two amazing teams play where one plays great, the other plays below expectations. Here, it was a mix. Start of the game, Tampa Bay looked great. Colorado, fumbling it a bit. And then it turns. And then in overtime, it really turns. And if it wasn't Andrei Vasilevsky playing out of his freaking mind, this game would have been over right away in overtime. But let's go through the goals. So like I said, Cirelli scores right away. McKinnon gets his goal, finally scores. It's him just trying to, change the edge to get in front of the net, and it hits off his skate and goes in. Cool. Hedman then goes end to end, and he scores a backhand that handcuffed Kemper. I think Kemper thought it was going up high, and when it went just like ankle height, or just over the ankle to the right side, okay, that sucks. But then Colorado gets lucky again, and sometimes you gotta be lucky to be good. You gotta be really lucky to be great, and Colorado has a chance to be phenomenal because the puck is put on net. I think it's Sturm. What a pickup! I really like that pickup off of Cogliano, who has like a resurgence. The guy still has it. What is he, mid-30s now, and he's a little spark plug out there. He's fighting guys or fighting for position, and it goes off him and in. They make it 2-2 in the third period. We go into overtime, and Vasilevsky has to make a save early, maybe two. Paul gets a good chance, and then, I'm not going to lie, it's just Colorado. They dominated overtime. From the team that started the game to the team that ended the game were two different teams. And if I'm an Avs fan, if I'm Bednar, if I'm the coach, I want to finish the game like that. Because Kemper played well enough in the first period to keep them in it and give them an opportunity to score to get back into the game. They did. And they rewarded him in that overtime. Holy crap. And then Nazem Kadri, what a way to make an entrance in the Stanley Cup final. He's a former Leaf, and I'm so happy for him. What a goal. What a play. He had no idea what was going on. And like I said, Bowen Byram, it's stuck in the top of the net. I celebrated hard for him. I did. I knew it was in right away. You could see it when it goes off a stick. You see it just sneak in there, like that's in, that's in. And the announcers, I'm going to be honest with you. So Sportsnet announcers, much better than ESPN. So I watched the highlights of it, both through Sportsnet and ESPN. I watched the game through like NHL TV. So, and I took the Sportsnet channel because it's much better than ESPN. I'm going to be honest with you. ESPN, they didn't have a clue what was going on. It was just so, I don't know how. It's hard to watch an ESPN broadcast. It really is. Sportsnet, I don't know. There's just so much more enthusiasm. Do you know what I mean? But I thought there could have been more. But I guess they didn't know where the puck was. Well, do now. In the back of the net, Nazem Kadri gets the game-winning goal, and Colorado heads back to Colorado up 3-1. And I think what they say, there's 2 teams in history to come back in the Stanley Cup final down 3-1. The last one was 1944, I think they said. I don't think Tampa is beating Colorado in that building with that fan base. John Cooper, when he was talking after the game, he was deflated. He said, I feel bad for the guys. It was like he had given up. I expected him to be like, obviously say about the call and everything, but give me something. Like, we have it. We know what it takes to beat Colorado, and we're going to do it. We're going to make history. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, and we're going to knock off this team down 3-1. That's what I expected to hear, and I didn't get it from him. If he's deflated, imagine how the players are. I don't know what that locker room's like. They got veteran presence there. At the same time, Corey Perry losing how many years in a row? 3, 4? That's kind of funny. He's got a cup already, so it doesn't matter, does it? But what are your thoughts on the game? Like I said, I thought Tampa Bay really started out well, and then it just twisted into Colorado's favor, and then at overtime, they absolutely dominated. What do you think of the game? What do you think about the overtime goal? What do you think about the too many men and too many men? You've seen the pictures here in the video anyway. Controversy? Yeah, but at the same time, happens, human error, I guess. And it's in the rule book. But also, comment down below, who is going to win Game 5? What's the score going to be? And in the end, if Colorado does win, is it going to be Makar or McKinnon getting MVP? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm leaning towards Makar. That's it for me. Leafs fan reacts to Game 4 of the Stanley Cup final. Colorado win 3-2 in overtime. Well done, Nazem.